Ishige always smiling.
She's spoken to me a lot about these pre-fight nerves that she gets, and she loses the idea of a strategy and a game plan, and she just goes out there and performs. She seems very relaxed, still has a smile on her face. But Jo Torres seems very relaxed as well.
Ishige, a 5-week training camp, working out at Tiger Muay Thai. Jo Torres, an 8-week camp. Torres predicting she'll beat Ishige by ground and pound. And Ishige gets the takedown on the Filipino.
Torres pushes off with the feet, gets back up to her feet. Good job by Jo Torres to land some strikes of her own.
Torres not fazed by the big occasion here. She put Rika Ishige in the Muay Thai clinch earlier on. Throws a roundhouse kick with a clipping right hand. Ishige locks up a leg, gets a takedown, puts the Filipino on her back.
Let's see if Torres can get up from another one at the takedown. That had to boost her confidence the first time. She's got a nice active open guard. Ishige posturing up on top, looking to drop some ground and pound.
Half-guard position for Rika Ishige. You see Jo Marie just tying up the left hand, now ties up the right arm of Rika Ishige. Wisely done here from Jo Torres. Ishige tries to posture up. Still inside that half-guard position.
Torres is trying to push away, create a little bit of space, but she can't stay flat with her back against the mat like that. She's got to turn onto her side and keep pushing.
Jo Marie, who trains in no-gi BJJ, her favorite submission, the rear naked choke. Armbar attempt here from Rika Ishige.
Yeah, but she's got to secure a better position. She was still in the half guard of Jo Torres. You can't really submit nobody with an armbar like that. It's possible, it could be the first of its kind, but I ain't never seen it done. Now she's past the side control. Now she's past into side control, goes to knee on belly, slides over into full mount.
Full mount for Rika Ishige. Jo Torres trying to back her off. It didn't work. Postures up now, does the tie. Rika Ishige with the left hand. Jo Marie working off her back. She said she'd out-wrestle Rika here tonight, but Rika dominating so far. Top position, half a round remaining in the first.
You can see Rika trying to set up a possible armbar, but a big power move by Jo Torres.
And listen to that ovation again for Jo Torres. Here comes the Filipino. She's on top now. She's slinging the legs of Rika Ishige. Jab 2 from Jo Torres.
The Filipino fighting spirit is alive in Torres.
Outside leg kick from Torres. Oh, right hand to the nose. And Rika takes a back foot.
The smile is now gone from Ishige's face as Torres connects with a big overhand right.
This would be considered an upset. Jo Torres has only been training in the martial arts, get this, for 2 years. Already she's on the biggest stage on the planet here tonight at One Championship. That is amazing, Mitch.
Nice knee, beautiful. She's got a great team out there in the Philippines training in Manila with Team Catalan. So she's surrounded by a lot of high-level fighters. The entire Catalan clan is grinding this woman into a champion in the making for the past 2 years. So when you're surrounded by a team like that in the Philippines, greatness is inevitable.
Try and get the hands on the inside here, Jo Torres. Rika's been working the knees, switches up to the left knee, does Rika Ishige. Looks for a takedown, does the tie. Jo not wanting to go to canvas, but it's inevitable. Nice takedown from Rika. Works the body with the right hand, does Rika. She's mounted her once in the first round. Can she do it again? Under a minute remaining.
Has the double overhooks, chooses to let one go. Has that right arm trap to reach Ishige. I like how she used the butterfly hooks to create a little bit of space to get this moving. She's creating scrambles and ends up on top.
Jo Torres on top, and the crowd goes crazy for her.
There's a possible submission from side back control, but it looks like Rika Ishige was able to outmuscle her and end up on top.
A seesawing contest, a fantastic opening round. This our main event of our prelim card. You're watching it live on Facebook. Swinging right hand there from Rika. Jo Marie pushes her off. Beautiful double feet to the guts there of Rika Ishige.
To knock her off her feet with a kick from the bottom. Jo Torres is bringing the fight to Macau.
What a first round of action. You may not have heard of Jo Marie Torres before tonight, but you're certainly going to remember her from now on.
Let's take a look at some of this action. There's the trading kicks between these two lady warriors. And this is how Rika Ishige has been getting the takedown. She's been catching the kicks, going for these trips to end up on top. Definitely, the crowd here is excited about what's been going on and how Torres is still in this fight. But Rika Ishige is controlling a lot of this top position. Here's the escape by Torres to battle back and get back on top. Let's take a look at this double kick from the bottom to sweep out the legs of Rika, as Jo Marie Torres was able to get this fight back up to her feet. Rich Franklin, break it down.
This has actually been quite a back and forth round, and Torres landed a nice right hand that actually wobbled Ishige, but the bulk of this round has been spent on the ground, and you can't bypass the fact that Ishige is winning the ground control. So at this point in time, I have her head on the scorecards for sure.
The Filipino contingent in their thousands here in Macau. Big hello to everyone watching in the Philippines. They've got two representatives on tonight's main card. In Eric Kelly and Joshua Pasio. Second round set for three. Electrifying opening round by both these ladies. As Rich Franklin said, a real back and forth, seesawing contest in the opener. Oh, catch and counter from Jo Marie, tries to sweep out the support leg, but Rika won't go down. Look at her playing hopscotch here. Rika Ishige maintains her balance and now goes to counter. Jo Marie Torres getting the takedown.
Now we get to see what kind of warrior spirit Rika Ishige has. This is uncharted territory for her. She's never been to the second round. She's never been in this kind of trouble before. Look at Jo Marie Torres attacking the legs of Rika Ishige.
Rika Ishige, such a varied martial arts background. Her father was a judo practitioner. She started in Aikido and then on to karate. At the moment, trying to work off her back, maybe look for a way back to her feet. She'll get there now. Jo Marie just tags her with the right hand. Jo Marie Torres following the heavy artillery here in the second round. An amazing performance from Jo Marie.
She's picking her shots very wisely, and that is a clubbing right hand by Torres.
Out of nowhere, this virtual unknown Jo Marie Torres really taking it up to Rika Ishige.
She needs more of that. Keep those punches coming.
Oh,
just like that.
She dropped her. She dropped her with the overhand right. Here's the ground and pound. Jo Marie section finisher with the ground and pound. This is crazy.
Jo Marie Torres putting the heat on Rika Ishige. She's trying to cover up.
Can she finish her? Referee Olivia Coast right on top of the action. Now the Filipino's going to choke her.
The choke is in. She doesn't have the position, but the choke is deep.
Rika's in trouble. It's good night, Irene. The upset in Macau. The upset in Macau.
Jo Marie Torres just shocked the world. Huge upset.
Macau has gone into meltdown. One championship again sets the world on fire. Jo Marie Torres, you're now a star.
Manila has got to be going crazy. All of our fans out there on ABS-CBN cheering on the warrior, Jo Marie Torres. Look at that big overhand right, landed multiple times. That time it put her on her back, and then Jo Marie Torres jumped all over her. And Olivier Coste was watching a close eye, but look at this. She sinks in the choke from the front. Look at that, as soon as you even have the back, she's still in the guard, sneaks around and just squeezes. The tap is right there.
It's just amazing. Jo Marie Torres, who hardly said 3 or 4 words yesterday, nobody knew anything about her. A complete unknown has come out of nowhere to defeat Rika Ishige and become the first person to do that.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Olivier Coste, has put a stop to this fight after 1 minute and 58 seconds in the second round. For your winner, by way of rear naked choke, Jo Marie Torres!
Fight! Both athletes predicting a finish, saying it will not go the distance. It's the red trunks of Jo Marie Torres, the black trunks of Nita Dia.
This packed house house at the Tijuana Indoor Stadium for the first match of the prelims, Michael.
They're raucous already. And just a filling out process between these two athletes early on. Nita Dia thought about going to the inside lead thigh.
Look at the smile on Nita Dia's face. Excited to be in here again.
Nobody in the world knew who Jo Marie Torres was 3 months ago. How times changed after she defeated Rika Ishige in Macau. Looking for a takedown, double head, gets it past to Jo Marie.
Woo, beautiful double leg takedown, slid under the punch to get right into side control. She's starting to frame off the chin, turning the face away from her. Nita Dia's got to let go of that headlock and start pushing away. All she's doing is holding Jo Marie Torres in that position. Now she's sliding around in north-south.
And the first strikes to the nose there from Jo Marie Torres, inside control. North-south position now. Jo Marie trying to break free of the grip here of Nita Dia. Now she puts her head out, Nita's still holding on. Jo Marie puts it back on her back, Mitch.
Those are some flexible shoulders by Nita Dia, but she's got to let go of that headlock. He was almost holding her in the wrong spot. Now Jo Marie Torres is still in north-south.
Nita Dia knows the power in the ground and pound of Jo Marie Torres, and Jo Marie can posture up.
Keep walking.
North-south position again here. Top position for Jo Marie Torres. Got an early takedown for a double leg on Nita Dia.
Right back in the same position, full 360.
North-south position once more. Jo Marie Torres in control.
Nita Dia's trying to reverse that position again, but she's got to let go of the head, and she's almost holding herself in that position. She could slide out the left side there of Jo Marie Torres. Now she's back into side control.
Beautiful knee to the orbital there from Jo Marie Torres. You can see Nita Dia grimacing. And the fist strikes now from Jo Marie.
Giving up her back as she's trying to turn into Jo Marie Torres, but she stands back up! And Jo Marie Torres takes her right back down.
Another takedown to side control. Beautiful work from Jo Marie Torres.
You can see that increased grappling, Michael, of the Catalans, how they've just been spending so much time working on their grappling, and it's showing right here in Torres.
The 21-year-old Jo Marie Torres in dominant form early on with 2 minutes remaining first round. Here come the elbows, some side control now. Drops the elbow. Nita Dia trying to advance her position. Jo Marie.
Work for finish. All right, well, let you up.
You hear referee Kim Ching saying, work for a finish or I'll stand you up here.
Seems to be Nita Dia's only escape is to try to keep that headlock and twist out of the position. But she's doing the right thing by trying to slide that knee, on that left side. If she can slide that knee into the belly, let go of the headlock, she could spin around back to guard, but she's having a hard time because she's kind of holding herself in that same spot.
We spent most of the first round grappling on the canvas with Jo Marie Torres in control. What's Nita Dia trying to do there, Mitch?
She's trying to twist out of it, but now she's giving up her back. Now the hooks in.
Hooks are in. Choke may be set here for Jo Marie Torres. Revelation fucked her up. Nita Dia in trouble. Can Jo Marie do it again?
Bit of a face crank. She's trying to keep her chin nice and tucked. She flattens her out as she's trying to pry that right arm underneath the chin, but Nita Dia's doing a good job of keeping her chin tucked, and she's hand fighting as well.
Nita Dia surviving. Half a minute remaining in the opening round. Flaps her out again. Can Jo Marie Torres get the finish? She's going to flatten the canvas. Ground and pound and soften her up. Jo Marie Torres tries to sink the choke. 15 seconds on the clock now. Will Nita Dia see out the opening round? It's all Jo Marie Torres.
That choke might be a little bit underneath the chin there. You can see that arm is starting to slide under.
And Nita Dia survives. What a round from Jo Marie.
Saved by the bell. That round was all Oh, Jo Mary Torres, look at that. She catches the right kick in a beautiful double leg as she slides in, and that's where the rest of this bout took place. Here's the full 360 reversal. Look at the agility of Jo Mary Torres. Nope, you got me. You do not. I'm right back on top and just punishing her on top with the ground and pound. Attempted submission there, but didn't quite get it. Nita Diaz gotta change something in this round, Michael. She's got to stay away from the ground. Jo Mary Torres' pressure is just too much. She's getting overwhelmed on the ground.
Jo Mary Torres looking to go 2-0. Nita Diaz looking for her first pro victory. Second round set for 3. Now this is the round in which Nita Diaz predicted she would finish Jo Mary Torres. Nita Diaz the one that predicted a choke finish, but it was Jo Mary Torres who came close to doing that to her in the opener.
She does hit the ground. She's got to create more scrambles, Michael. She can't just hold on to that head. She's got to let go and create movement so she can possibly get that submission that she believes she's going to get.
We saw a double leg takedown early in the first round from Torres. Will she look for it again? She does in the opening seconds of the second round. Guillotine attempt here from Nita Diaz.
And the single leg spun around the opposite way and ended back up into the half guard. Now see, again, Nita Diaz got to let go of that head because she's just getting held there.
Look at these elbows to the orbital. Relentless from Jo Mary Torres.
If Jo Mary Torres could frame off of her face and push away to create a little bit of space, she might let go.
Jo Marie's ground and pound is so effective. She measures the strikes, she lands most of them. And again, hammerfist strikes, then an elbow to the forehead of a hapless Nita Diaz here in the second round.
Easily gets passed right through the guard. Oh, she's pinned down the arm on that left side, and she's just dropping on her.
21 years old, Jo Mary Torres, and what potential. We're seeing it again here tonight. Control and domination. Looking for a submission of the right arm.
Jo Mary Torres trying the butterfly sweeps there, but it doesn't quite work. Good job by Nita Diaz to stay alive in this.
Butterfly hooks from Jo Mary Torres. Nita Diaz top position. What can she do with that? Mounts her.
Oh, steps over easily into the full mounted Jo Mary Torres. But just a push up and a stand up to get back and reverse the position.
How impressive is Jo Mary Torres, Mitch?
Every single time she steps into the cage, she's refining and getting a little bit better. This is where she excels. She likes to be in that top position.
Top position inside the guard for Jo Mary Torres. I think a few moments ago she was mounted. Sudden reversals seem to be one of her specialties. Can she posture up here and work those hammerfist strikes? Goes to half guard.
She's got to be a little bit tighter in her guard. She's just kind of letting Jo Mary Torres step over and advance the position each time.
Now posturing up, you see Nita Diaz trying to control the wrists of Jo Mary.
Big elbow there.
Beautiful takedown again from Jo Mary Torres, using the full repertoire of martial arts technique in the stand-up and on the ground. We thought she was amazing against Rika Ishige, and like you said, Mitch, she has improved over the last 2.5 months in leaps and bounds.
Now she's trying to crucifix that arm again. She's trying to pin down that left arm. She's got that arm isolated now. Now she's using her hand. She's dropping on the left side.
Round and pound again from Jo Mary Torres. She's got her own all-timer. The place is wide open to punishment. Jo Mary
most conventional escapes from a lot of these positions, but they're getting the job done. You got to be a bit more heavy when it comes to slightly. Watch Jo Mary Torres just power out of this.
What tremendous entertainment here in Yangon, Myanmar.
He throws it down, but keeps up her back in the process.
Jo Mary Torres had Nita Diaz back in the last minute of the opening round. She may have it again fully here in a moment. Last minute of the second round. Can she flatten out Nita Diaz? Can she try and get a choke on her? There, she's flattened her out like a pancake.
Diaz trying to fight the hands, and she turns into her to avoid the choke. Looks like she's out of it.
Either prediction is going to come true, it looks like. Nita Diaz will not choke out Jo Mary in the second. Jo Mary did not knock her out in the first. Here's more ground and pound from the back now. 20 seconds remaining in the second round.
Nita Diaz got to create movement. She can't stand there. Referee Kim Chang might be forced to stop it.
Final seconds. Jo Mary Torres continues to unload. Flattens her out again. Tried the choke in the final seconds. We're going to go into the third and final. What a thriller here in Yangon.
Lots of back and forth action. That round was better for Nita Diaz, but again, Jo Mary Torres on top, dropping the elbows. Too much top control, high pressure. Couple of near submissions. I don't know if the judges are going to give those to her, but here it is again, trying to reverse out, trying to stand back up, but then Torres just all over, smothering her on top. There's that big reversal from Nita Diaz in the second, but a lot of back and forth action. Look how composed and relaxed Jo Mary Torres looks in that corner, Michael.
21 years old and doing everything right. Every trick in her bag here tonight. Jo Mary Torres has shown us. It is all for Nita Diaz to do with one round remaining. Opening match on our prelims of Heroes Dream, already in front of a sellout crowd inside Tawana Indoor Stadium here in Yangon, Myanmar. We are set for a truly epic night of martial arts action.
Go!
And Nita Diaz, Muay Thai and Sanda stylist, keep this contest on the feet. In the previous two rounds, Jo Mary Torres has taken her down, shoots in for a double and gets a very early takedown. That one inside of 15 seconds.
Oh, Nita Diaz attempted a guillotine here from half guard. She's cranking on it, but I don't think she's got the right position. Listen to this crowd erupt for the possible submission by Nita Diaz.
You hear how loud this crowd is for Nita Diaz. Can you imagine how loud they'll be later on tonight for Old Man Sang?
Here's Jo Mary Torres grimacing a bit and choking.
Jo Mary Torres digs her out of the body, one knee on belly, a more aggressive position for her. Still Nita Diaz holding on. She won't choke her from here, but she is controlling Jo Mary's posture. She knows how devastating Jo Mary's ground and pound is.
Easily slides into the half guard. Now again with the headlock from Nita Diaz. Let go of the headlock, create some movement, but what she's doing is she's eliminating the leverage that Jo Mary Torres can create by posturing up and dropping the bombs on her. So and she's trying that twist again, but in the process she gives up her back, and Jo Mary Torres might slide around to the left and fully take her back.
Nita Diaz desperately holding on to Jo Mary Torres, trying to find some sort of submission.
Got a good grip on that head though, Michael. And she's able to use it to stand up again.
Nita Diaz, can she keep this on its feet now? 3 minutes 10 remaining, third and final round. Jo Mary backs off and resets. Nita Diaz on the front foot. Will Jo Mary shooting for another double leg takedown attempt? She's been successful every time so far.
She's met no resistance on her takedown attempt. She's gonna fake a couple of punches and immediately.
Oh, she caught her with the knee! Nita Diaz caught her with the knee. Jo Mary Torres looked momentarily stunned.
Beautifully timed left knee from Nita Diaz. She telegraphed that shot. You knew she was coming in. Bingo, landed a knee. Now she's got that choking. Let's see if she can finish it. It's Jomari Torres pops her head out, Michael.
How tough is Jomari Torres? You've got to wonder, though, what type of damage has she sustained from that knee? Trying to pull the left arm free and truly work those hammer fist strikes. You see Nita Dia just holding her down, chest to chest, controlling the posture.
This is Jomari Torres' chance to posture up. Nita Diaz let go of the head. I think she's probably gonna look to slide over here into mount. You can see the knees coming through a little bit higher. Now the knees past the hips. She could probably slide out, or she could just stay there and drop more elbow.
What for finish?
Under 2 minutes to go in what has been Jomari Torres' night so far. But Nita Dia not prepared to wave the white flag. Now she has top position.
Another reversal by Nita Dia. They're not the prettiest things out there in the technical rule book, but they are working, Michael. Now she's on top. Now she's got about 90 seconds to inflict as much damage as possible to possibly swing this contest in her favor.
Nita Dia needs to go for it now. And you see it's Jomari's turn to control Nita's posture. Will she reverse Nita Dia? She very may well. Looked to take the back, couldn't get there though, and Nita puts Jomari back on her back. Now she's rolled onto her knees. Nice work here from Jomari Torres. She's back in top position. She's got the full mount. She's bringing it home.
This is a bad position for Nita Dia. Jomari Torres has a full minute to unleash as much as she can to end this match in her favor.
The popping right hands from Jomari. Nita Dia reverses her.
Again, a big bridge and escape from the Indonesian Nita Dia.
Oh God! Is Jomari going to get her back? Has Nita Dia got one chance left to turn the tide? Jomari back inside the guard, back on top position. What a seesawing contest.
And fourth, a seesaw is exactly how to describe this contest. But the sway, the advantages, all of the pressure and the damage have been coming from Jomari Torres. Nita Diaz done her best to hang in there and advance as many positions as possible. She had a possible triangle there at the end, but everything on the mat for these two young ladies. Great contest.
They gave it their all. Beautiful double leg here from Jomari Torres, Mitch.
That was how she pretty much started every single round. Just the constant pressure. There was that knee by Nita Dia, and Jomari Torres ate it and ran right through. Continually on top, advanced positions, but Nita Dia did her best to reverse when she could. But how are the judges going to see it? Are they going to see the reversals, or are they going to see the top pressure as the bigger scoring in that contest?
Jomari Torres, only 21 years old, continues to impress all and sundry. A young athlete certainly going places. And will she soon go 2-0? Let's go to Dominic Lau.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we now turn to our judges' scorecards. All 3 judges have scored this bout in favor of your winner by unanimous decision, Jomari Torres.
This one should be interesting. Hope you're enjoying all the action live on Facebook, live on Twitter. If you're not following us, make sure you do. At One Championship. Inside leg kicks early. Orsino said she worked the kicks in training for this one. Said that Torres' kick defense is not apparent. Looking for a choke early here is April Orsino.
There's a guillotine nice and tight, but it looks like she's going to pop her head out as she does. I like how Orsino was setting up those low kicks. She threw 3 inside low kicks and then followed up, faked the third one, and threw a big right hand. Armbar.
Armbar coming from April Orsino. Oh, and Torres. Oh! It's good ring! That's why she is awesome! Jomari Torres 3-0. The revelation continues her winning ways. My word!
April had the arm bar. April Osenio locked it up.
I'll tell you what, Mitch, that is a contender for the GoDaddy knockout of the night.
Man, I don't know. GoDaddy's gotta give it to Joe Mary. Look at this. April throws up the armbar, one of her favorite submissions. Joe Mary Torres clasps the hands, sends her up, and takes her for the ride.
Can you believe that not even a year ago, even 8 months ago, nobody knew the name Joe Mary Torres? And look what she's doing to opponents now. First, Rika Ishige. Now, April Osenio made it look easy. My word, the sky's the limit for Joe Mary Torres. She is something special. 3-0 with Renee Catalan in her corner. Just amazing young woman. Incredible. At atom weight, what a force. An absolute force. Joe Mary Torres. A beast in the cage and the shyest woman you're ever going to meet outside the cage. Let's go to Dominic Lau to make it all official.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Mr. Kemp Chang, has put a stop to this contest after 40 seconds in the first round. For your winner, by way of knockout, Joe Mary Torres!
Ritu Phogat and Nam Hee Kim. Michael Chavello, Mitch Gilson with you. Phogat comes out jabbing. Nam Hee Kim catches the jabs with her lead hand. Fingers extended, open palm. Nam Hee Kim 1-0. Ritu Phogat, her pro debut in mixed martial arts. Looks for an early takedown. Does the multi-time wrestling champion. Gets it, goes to side control. Great start here from Ritu Phogat. Trying to put her in the guard is Kim. Phogat tremendously strong from the top position. Bounce back to her feet. Up kick there from Kim. And Phogat's going to let her stand. Phogat backs underway the jab. You see the height and reach, the size goes the way of the South Korean Kim. Phogat takes a leg kick. Right glove high for Ritu Phogat. Tries to catch the kicking leg. Big scooping takedown attempt there from Ritu Phogat. And gets Kim on her back again. Side control once more for Ritu. Pressing that shoulder on the jaw of Kim. Applying the pressure from inside the half guard. Is she going to posture up and work the ground and pound here? Keeping herself pressed close to Kim at the moment, dragging.
Kim's doing a good job of stopping the first attempt at the takedown, but she's falling short on the second attempt. That's where Phogat's really applying that pressure. She continues to chase the takedown. Now she's going to try to pass over into side control. Kim's doing a good job of holding on to that half, but I think it's just a matter of time before Phogat slides that knee right through.
Ritu Phogat showing tremendous composure in her debut. Again, that shoulder applying pressure on Kim. Referee Olivia Coles keeping a look at the action, making sure Kim's okay. The top pressure from Phogat. Still looking to pass to side control. Still inside of half guard, though, the Indian. You hear the corner of Ritu Phogat saying, keep her back on the mat. The position every wrestler wants their opponent in, back on the mat. The position every wrestler doesn't want to be in. And she's back to her feet. Charges in now, gets the side control. Nicely done there by Phogat. The options are many from here. She can drill the knees, drill the elbows. Look for a submission. Cuts the hips in. The corner's calling for the elbows. Tries to pin the arm. Here comes the right hand! Ritu Phogat. Swinging away with the right hand. Like Virat Kohli at the cricket crease. Trapping that right arm of Kim. Right hands aplenty from Ritu Phogat. Kim nowhere to go. The face exposed.
Kim's got to move. The referee's going to be forced to stop this so she can't defend herself.
Phogat dominating her. Absolute domination. Pounding away with the right hand. Is it over? Is the referee going to stop it? Kim no place to go. Wide open for punishment. Mitch, there's a new rising star in the atomweight division. There's a new star to watch from India, and her name is Ritu Phogat.
And she just got that crucifix position and just kept beating on Kim. Gave the referee no choice but to jump in and stop the match. I was impressed by the way she went back into the ground position. She just ran right by the guard, didn't even give Kim a chance to lock her guard back up, finished in side control, and then just ground and pounded her way to a huge victory.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Mr. Olivier Coste, has called a stop to this contest after 3 minutes and 37 seconds in the first round for your winner by way of technical knockout, Ritu Phogat!
And Wu Chao Chen needs to keep it standing and work that kickboxing and sounder technique.
You can already see Ritu Phogat is nice and light on her feet. She's on the balls, moving around, pushing forward, controlling the center of the circle. Wu Chao Chen's got to keep her head moving and also keep her stance a little bit lower. Lower her center of gravity just in case Phogat tries to slide in and attack one of those single legs or double legs.
Wu Chao Chen does have an impressive 18-2 kickboxing and sander record. And she hammered the legs, try to slow down Ritu Phogat here in the opening round. Phogat controlling center circle. Wu Chao Chen on the outside, now comes forward. Needs to commit here though, the Chinese athlete.
Phogat's not rushing forward, she's not exposing herself, she's just nice and controlled. She's controlling the center of the circle, putting out that jab, testing the waters with a nice straight right hand.
It was a tremendous debut last time out for Ritu Phogat against Nam Hee Kim of Korea. KO'd her with punches, 2 minutes 45 in the opening round, and she'd want to keep that trend going tonight. Ritu Phogat, there's another solid right cross. Now moves in for a double leg, looking for a takedown, trying to put Wu on her back. Gets her on the ground now for the first time, and this becomes Ritu's world. This becomes Phogat's world.
You can see Wu's trying to push down on that head, she's trying to work her way back up. Phogat's gonna try to suck her hips away from the circle wall there and really control that individual leg and then just slowly work her way into mount and then let that ground and pound start to come down.
Here comes the heavy right hands from Ritu Phogat. Where does Wu Chao Chen misread go from here, Dragon?
She's gotta turn, yeah, she's gotta go onto her other side, get onto her right side and start moving away. She's got her back up against the circle wall. I'd like to see her try to use that, see? Right there's that handcuff position I was talking about earlier, Michael. How she's got her hand trapped like that, so she can't defend that side, but she also can't use it to post. Now she's able to defend that and get back up to a neutral position, start working from the guard.
They will be glued to this one in India. Ritu Phogat, can she go 2-0 tonight? Looks to posture up, close guard now from Wu Chao Chen. 2 minutes 35 remains, first round set for 3. Opens up the guard now to the Chinese athlete. Ritu looking to pass on that left side of the body, but can't go there.
She's trying to step over the leg, but Wu's doing a good job of just maintaining that guard, keeping her head nice and close. You know, if she can stall the action here, if she's unable to work her way up the circle wall, she might be able to force a stand-up if she can control that head. I would expect Ritu to posture up a little bit more, start looking for those elbows. Up there, here they come.
Elbows now from Ritu Phogat. The ground and pound is so powerful on this Indian. Still the close guard from Wu Chao Chen. The Indians have come on incredibly strong in one championship over the last 18 months. The likes of Ritu Phogat and Pooja Tomar and of course Arjan Bula, Gary St. Lane Mungut and a whole lot more. With over 1 billion people in their corner, so to speak, Mitch.
You can hear the brand new head MMA coach over at Evolve Mixed Martial Arts yelling at Ritu to start working, start passing. Sair Baharzada is a veteran of the game, so he knows how to work these positions. This is one of his specialties, was to take people down and beat on them inside the guard.
Commonwealth Wrestling Championships gold medalist Phogat. 11 years younger than Wu Chao Chen. As we move towards the final minute of this opening round, peppering right hands there from Phogat, Tremendous resilience, though, from Wu Chao Chen, Dragon.
Yeah, she's doing a good job of staying active. You know, she's also been able to keep her guard in place and not allow Phogat to really start to pass and develop that ground control. But what we're seeing, though, is a lot of top control, just controlling the head. You can see the way she's kind of got a can opener on the top of her head and just kind of prying that up and then pulling her into the punches to just deliver a little bit more force.
Our very educated One Championships fans worldwide knew this one would not necessarily be a walkover for Ritu Phogat. Only 60-40 voting in favour of Ritu for the win tonight.
Can I do an
on the
apprentice on the
One
next
Fantasy game, the world's largest martial arts fantasy game, now available on the One Super app. 60-40 in favour of Ritu Phogat, Dragon.
Yeah, she has just so many fans. I asked her about that. What's it like to have the support of 1 billion people from her home country in India? And she says she thrives off it. It gives her motivation every single day to wake up early and get the job done and be the hardest worker in the room.
Wu Chao Chen survives the first round against Ritu Phogat, which will augur well because that will begin the second round from standing position, which is where Wu Chao Chen wants to be.
45 on the sit-down.
Hello, watching on Star Sports.
Stand by the Liz graphic.
Star cheering on Ritu Phogat. Also in the USA on VR Live, the Philippines, in Myanmar, Vietnam,
Can we get a merch away?
Indonesia, and a whole lot more.
Merch is up, 30 seconds.
Don't forget, folks, do give us a follow on your social
25 on the sit-down.
on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram.
20.
Closed door event tonight in Singapore.
15. Liz
And
graphic.
Jimnan, you see the world strawweight champion in the corner of Ritu Phogat.
10
team
seconds.
from
JBL
Evolve
here.
MMA,
9.
second round of
8.
3.
7.
Good opening round.
6. Stand by the
for
Liz
Ritu.
graphic. 5.
Good
4.
survival
3. Lose
from
JBL.
Wu Chao Chen.
2.
She is still
1.
here. And she'll feel that as long as it's standing, Mitch, she'll have a real decent chance.
Yeah, but she's got to be a little bit more aggressive with the hands. She's got to earn the respect of Ritu, and I'd like to see her step in, start committing a little bit more to that jab. But she's got to be careful with the kicks. When she's throwing these kicks, it seems like she's a little bit off balance, especially that inside leg touch that she's trying to throw right there. Because she's leaning forward, she gets right into that.
Oh, look at the takedown there. Made it look so easy, Ritu Phogat. Top position for the Indian inside the opening 20 seconds of the second round. Indian wrestling, Mitch, one of the strongest wrestling nations in the world, India, and you are seeing one of their finest here in Ritu Phogat.
Yeah, she's really coming into her own, and she's got such a good team with her at Evolve Mixed Martial Arts, surrounded by so many different world champions, and we're really going to start to see a lot of her striking improve. They've got so many great strikers out there. It's just going to be surprising to watch her improve in that striking element.
You were talking about the popularity of Ritu in India earlier on, Mitch, and really, I mean, you know, cricket is the #1 sport in India, no doubt about that. It's the national sport, but outside of cricket, wrestling is right up there.
It's right there, and I think they are hungry for mixed martial arts. I think that is a country that is waiting to find a superstar, and they just might have it in Ritu.
Ritu Phogat in control, second round of 3, top position inside the closed guard of Wu Chao Chen. Mitch, is it a big adjustment for a wrestler like Ritu Phogat going into mixed martial arts and having to, you know, learn the ground and pound, which you can't do, of course, in wrestling competition?
You know, it is, but it's also instinctual for a lot of, you know, wrestlers to start ground and pound type training because they're already used to being on top. They're already used to controlling opponents, and they say it's really the best base to, you know, have in mixed martial arts because it enables you to dictate where the match takes place. And that's what we're seeing right now. The way that she has that handcuffed position right there, where she's controlling the left arm, Wu is not able to do anything, and you can see how she's able to utilize that. That is not something that's used in, you know, wrestling. They're not used to, you know, locking down hands. They're used to locking down hands and then going for takedowns and control the positions, not dropping bombs. And we're seeing how Ritu is starting to adjust and add those different elements to her game.
Is Ritu doing any damage here to Wu Chao Chen, or is this, you know, is this Wu Chao Chen just trying to close her down and not receive the full impact of the ground and pound from Ritu?
You know, you can see that she's kind of keeping her guard closed and trying to pull down on the head. I think she's waiting for a possible stand-up. You can see she's not really opening her guard. She's not really trying to attack with sweeps or submissions. She's kind of just accepting this position and trying to hold on. You can see the overhook she has on the left side there, but she's just trying to control the head, and I think Ritu's just too strong in the grappling exchanges.
Ritu Phogat raking the elbow, dropping the elbow. Under 2 minutes remaining in this second round. More elbows off the right arm this time from Ritu Phogat.
I'd like to see Ritu maybe try to pass this guard. Posture up, push down on the legs, try to step over and advance her position. She's very comfortable here. We saw this in her debut. She likes to sit in people's guard and smash on them. And that's what she's doing here. But I don't know if she's going to do enough damage to get a TKO victory like that.
Mitch, meanwhile, if you're in the corner of Wu Chao Chen, what are you telling Miss Red to do right now?
And she's got to go for broke. She's got to change the destiny of this matchup. She has got to open up her guard and scramble, try to create some movement. Because right now, there's nothing she can do. Holding the posture, right now, she should try to push off the hips, right? If she takes her feet, puts them in the front of her hips and starts to extend her legs and push, she's gonna have a better shot. But she also leaves herself open to things like this. Now she's working her way back up. That's what we need to see from Wu. Now she's gotten back up. Now she's got to separate.
Can she separate and work that kickboxing and Sunda technique with that impressive record of hers in both sports of 18-2? Formerly undefeated as an amateur, 8-0, 2-1 as a pro, with one submission win for the BJJ blue belt, Wu Chao Chen, Miss Red of China.
Look at the head of Ritu. She's driving her head right up under the chin of Wu, and that's enabling her to keep her pressed against the circle wall. Wu has got to take that right arm and try to get an underhook on that side so she can do something with it. The underhooks control where the body's going to go, and as long as Ritu has that underhook there, it's going to be difficult for Wu to really go anywhere.
Knee to the midsection there from Wu Chao Chen. Final seconds of this round.
See, she's trying to turn away. She's trying to sneak out the side, but because Ritu has those underhooks, she's able to press her up against the circle wall and pin her there.
Nice little elbow on the inside off the left arm from Ritu to end the round. Very good stuff from Ritu Phogat. She is in control, Dragon.
Look at this beautiful duck under double leg, the spin, twirling her around, putting her on her back, and then just beating on her. See the way the left arm is hidden? That left arm is being held into position by Ritu. So she is able to just smash on her without any deterrent whatsoever.
Don't forget, folks, the Apprentice One Championship edition with Chatri Sichitong is coming soon.
We'll have JBL with a ring girls when we get there, 25.
To work alongside Chatri Sichitong at One Championship.
20
go
seconds.
to Chatri's Instagram, go to Chatri's
Loose graphic, ring girls next, 15 with JBL.
To become the Apprentice at
Go
One
JBL.
Championship.
10
Third
seconds.
and final round. Ritu Phogat has been dominant.
5,
Let's
4,
see if Miss
3,
Red Wu Chao
loose
Chen of
graphic,
China
2,
can
1.
hit this one on the feet.
She can't stand still. She has to start circling. It's her back leg, the way she's picking it up when she commits to the strikes. It's going to be pretty easy for Ritu to duck under the punch and slide right in for a double leg. That's a nice little overhand right landed by Ritu.
She's landed that lead right hand a number of times. Ritu Phogat, there's the overhand right again. Transitions into a clinch here with Wu.
See, Wu's got to get that underhook and start digging and start prying her up, because otherwise she's going to go for another ride. Right back down to the canvas. Now you can see, now Ritu's starting to be a little bit more aggressive. Now she's in half guard. Let's see if she can slide that knee through the legs of Wu and end up in side control and possibly look for another submission finish.
Half guard position for Ritu Phogat. This is judged as an overall bout, but no doubt first and second rounds was all Ritu Phogat. And this really is dangerous territory for Wu Chao Chen.
This is where Ritu got that submission last time. She attacked a Kimura on the far side arm, and she's looking to do the same thing right now. See how she's looking? She's trying to frame off that arm, control the side. See how she's driving her knee into the hip? That's going to prevent Wu from going anywhere. And Wu might even give up her back on this one.
Side control for Ritu Phogat. Looks to go to the mount here. Can't get there yet. Wu Chao Chen trying to defend the mount attempt from Ritu. Is she going to give it back to Ritu? No. There goes the right hand. There's the elbow to the hairline. There's one to the orbital, one to the temple. The heavy ground and pound from Ritu Phogat. And Wu Chao Chen in a whole lot of bother. Still with a long time to go in this third and final round.
That's, Wu's pretty tough. She was able to get back into half guard, which is an important position to control one of the legs of Ritu. But see how she's getting flattened out under her back? She can't do that. She's got to get an underhook, and she's got to start working her way back up to her feet. Underhooks are so important, so you know what Wu's going to be doing tomorrow is she's going to be studying those underhooks because it's enabling Ritu to control the grappling exchange.
Ritu Phogat, top position. The ground and pound has again been on point for the Indian. And Miss Red has got to find a way to get back to her feet. Here come the elbows and the knuckles turned in off the right hand from Ritu. Looking to maintain that undefeated record and go 2-0 tonight. The Commonwealth Wrestling Championships gold medalist.
But Wu's got a good, she's trying to get onto her side. She's trying to hip escape so that she puts just one side of her body on the ground rather than having her back flat like it is now. That's that pressure. That's that strength coming from Ritu. Wu's got to try to get onto her right side. She has to try to put her right side on the mat and then start moving away.
Wrestling, grappling is in the blood of Ritu Phogat, who would wake up at 3 a.m. to train nearly 6 hours a day from childhood. Has wrestled for over 17 years, more than 300 competitive matches, and here she is again on the biggest martial arts stage in the world, One Championship, and dominating Wu Chao Chen of China.
See, it's just that strength. It's just from decades of grappling on,
You're a little bit
grinding on
under, but if
people
you
and
sit
just
for an
controlling
interview,
their
you'll be all right,
bodies.
yeah?
It is the best base to have. There are a few, holes in Ritu's game, which I'm sure she's going to tighten up, and that's going to come from hunting for a submission. It might be a darce right there. If she would let her to turn over onto her stomach and reach, she might have been able to slap in a darce right there. But she's close, but she is able to control every single exchange, and that's what's so important.
So far, Mitch, it's looking like Phogat's going to go 2-0, and you've got to be impressed with this blossoming career of the Indian.
Yeah, she's really putting things together. She's around the best camp, that she could get around. She's got some world champions that are going to help her refine her game, but she's got to have that finishing instinct. She's got to sense these opportunities, and she's got to go hunting for them. Wu is making a few classic mistakes, and I would like to see Ritu take advantage of them.
If we stay for an interview, we'll be all right, George.
Really start hammering down. We've
Passes
got
when we have to
36
get the next
seconds
one.
to make an impact here.
Half a minute remaining, and Ritu Phogat in control, as she has been from the opening bell. Tremendous resilience, though, from Wu Chao Chen of China. Not waving the white flag, not giving up, still here. But she will not be able to find a way to her feet with Ritu on top of her. With only seconds to go now, Ritu continues to grind away at Wu Chao Chen. And it looks like Ritu Phogat is going to continue her winning ways in the mixed martial arts universe, which is tremendous for her, tremendous for India. Ritu Phogat, impressive once again.
Stand by
Yeah, it was a
decision.
dominant performance from pretty much start
have an
to
interview.
finish. Just a 15-minute butt kicking, and she was on top, and she was dropping those bombs. But this is what the story of the match. She was able to get the takedown in each of the rounds and then keep it there. Didn't expend a lot of energy, was just able to control the top position. A very smart performance. But what this is doing
Red
is this
corner,
is enabling
unanimous.
Ritu
Red corner,
to get
unanimous.
or circle time, I should say, to getting in there, getting comfortable with the bright light shining down on her on the biggest stage in the world, and putting on performances like this.
Red corner, unanimous. Stand by.
Going down to our
Scenic
judges
graphic.
for this one. I don't think there's any doubt in anyone's mind that Phogat will get the nod here. Let's go to Tom Lau and find out.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of battle, we turn now to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges have called this contest in favor of your winner by unanimous decision from the red corner, Ritu Phogat.
Two exciting young atomweights on the rise, the future of this division. Wearing the Kunkumai trunks in the Cambodian colours is NSP, Nusre Pog. The wrestler, the superstar from India, Ritu Phogat. Trained out of Evolve MMA here in Singapore. Ritu controlling centre circle early on, thrusts out the jab, counter right cross there from NSP. On the One Super app, 68% of fans have tipped a win for Ritu Phogat tonight. Already the wrestling superstar looking for a takedown, shooting in for a double leg.
Yeah, you can immediately see that Ritu got nice and tight with that pressure. She tried to back NSP up against that circle wall. Now NSP's got to start digging for underhooks. Ritu's going to try to suck that leg in, try to get nice and tight, turn the corner, and put her on her back, just like that. And she lands in side control, a dominant position for Ritu.
This is Ritu's world. This is Rituville. Exactly where she wanted to be inside the opening minute 10.
Now she's going knee on belly. Here comes that ground and pound. I don't know if she's going to try to circle away and maybe sit in full mount. Nice bridge from NSP, though, to work her way back up to her feet. Now she's got to start digging for those underhooks. Control the body of Ritu. Do not let Ritu get her hands around those legs.
Phogat switches to a single leg. Good work here from Ritu. But NSP trying to maintain her vertical base. Once again, side control now for Ritu. Goes to knee on belly. The confident start from Ritu Phogat. She is so dominant down here. She can work submissions. She loves the ground and pound.
Ritu's got really good control, especially in this top position. You can see NSP trying to hold on to that head, but it's actually given her a possible choke. Ritu can grab onto her head and drive her shoulder into her neck and pull off a Von Flu choke, which is a risky position for NSP to be in. NSP needs to get her back up against that circle wall and start working her way back up to her feet.
Alan McCune telling us earlier this week that NSP has been training her elbows from the clinch and knees going up. Says she plans to use the knees on the single or double leg attempts from Ritu Phogat.
Toes off the fence.
At the moment, it's Ritu trying to pin that right arm, open up the face to those ground and pound shots off the turning left hands. The face wide open here of NSP, and Ritu taking advantage.
Gives her a little bit of space, though, and NSP is able to start working her way back up to her feet. Good job by NSP, but she's got to separate from this clinch.
The audience here inside the Singapore Indoor Stadium appreciating the return to the feet of NSP, landing some knees. Now they're back down on the canvas. Closing down that right leg is Ritu.
You can see just the control that Ritu's got. NSP needs to separate her legs if she can work her way back up to her feet. She's given Ritu that trip, and so it's easy to lace that leg and drag her back down.
Let's go up to finish.
See, watch Ritu just slowly work and methodically adjust her positioning so she can keep beating on NSP from the ground and pound position.
Both these athletes looking to break into the top 5, maybe the most stacked division in all of one championship. The atomweights, Angela Lee, the undisputed queen. Denise Zamboanga, #1. Ningbo, #2. Lina Schwinn, #3. Mai Yamaguchi at 4. Stan Fairtex at 5. Good raining down on the left hand there from Ritu Phogat. Postures up now, does Ritu. Looks to drop the elbow on the nose. There's one to the kisser. Good work here from Ritu. This is what she does so well. Sits inside of half guard and plows away with the ground and pound. This Indian wrestling sensation goes to side control now.
Beautiful pass there. You're just watching Ritu's game evolve. Since she's been in Evolved Mixed Martial Arts, she's upped her levels. And we're seeing that here. She's not just grabbing, she's not just trying to hold on to NSP. She's trying to beat on her from dominant positions. In this side control position, she's going to be able to do a lot of different submissions. She's either got Americanas, Kimuras, or she could go knee on belly and look for the mount.
Ritu Phogat wants to send a message to the atomweight contenders, particularly to Stan Fairtex, that she is knocking at the door for a top 5 berth. Cuts the hip in momentarily, and again here from side control does Ritu, with 25 seconds remaining in the first round, set for 3. It's been all one-way traffic, and the traffic is driven in the direction of Ritu Phogat.
Good control from Ritu, how she's able to sit in those hips, adjust the position. She's looking for the crucifix.
10 seconds.
All NSP's trying to do is bump her way out of it. There's that mount that I was talking about. Here comes the ground and pound.
NSP might survive this round and make it to the second.
She does survive indeed, but it is pure and utter dominance from Ritu Phogat. We're going to roll into the second. Big hello to all of our fans watching around the world, to Josh Berman in Hong Kong and to Jenk and Jalen Bahich in Melbourne, Australia.
See, it's just that top side pressure coming from Ritu Phogat. She just gets on top and she just starts hammering the ground and pound over and over. NSP needs to create that separation. She needs to sprawl heavy and not let herself get backed up against that circle wall. She has to keep moving because we know what Ritu Phogat wants to do. She wants to work her way nice and tight, get that single leg, drag NSP down to the canvas and start beating on her.
Not too much heavy breathing in the corner. The ice pack applied there on the chest of Ritu. A little bit of a cold press and end swell on the forehead of NSP. Don't forget, folks, follow us across all your social media platforms at One Championship on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram.
Ready.
Second round 3.
Let's go.
First round was all Ritu Phogat. Outside leg kick from the Cambodian warrior, NSP. Changes angles, looking for the inside thigh kick perhaps. Goes the outside thigh, good counter right there from Ritu. Ritu just moves off to her left to cut off the counterclockwise circling of NSP. NSP trying to stay away from the power side of Ritu Phogat. Needs to open up with the Kun Kamai and the let weight technique here, does NSP. Glancing right hand, drifts off clockwise now. Fake there from NSP on the outside. This is exactly how Ritu began the first round, setting her control of the center of the circle.
A lot of leg kicks coming off of NSP right now. You can see she's trying to do damage to that lead leg, but Ritu is actually sliding out of the way of that leg kick. She can't just throw him blind like that. She's got to put some hand combinations together because we know what Ritu Phogat wants to do. She wants to punch her way into the clinch and get this back down to the canvas, but she's doing a good job of showcasing some nice boxing.
The Indians have come on so strongly in One Championship over the last 18 months. Double leg here by Ritu, gets the takedown. Ritu on a mission to become India's first mixed martial arts world champion. Make her family, a famous family, and her country proud.
Oh, look what Ritu's doing. She laces the legs off of that takedown. She was able to get her legs in between. See how she has her legs in between Ritu's? Now Ritu is just going to slowly work her way up, and here comes the ground and pound. You can hear these heavy shots landing on NSP.
NSP taking the GNP at the moment. It's heavy from Ritu Phogat. Can Nusrapal find a way back to her feet or find a way to close down the rampaging Ritu? Ritu managing to posture up, turns the knuckles in, hammer fist strike, downward elbows now. It's relentless, it's over, it's another win for Ritu Phogat. She sends a message, she does a cartwheel in celebration. Ritu Phogat is for real. She's coming for everybody. Ritu Phogat is coming for everybody.
Very dominant top